Okay, PB40 back with another Zombie Rush video. This one I'm going to cover the latest update. Again, this is like update 3.8.0, and I'll cover all the different subjects in here all the different things that they changed in the game. Here's a list of them. You've got, this is the Halloween event. They got this new Ghostary sword, which I'm not going to cover that because I didn't buy it yet, but I heard it's not very good. Double points, you're not getting double points. It's the same as it was a week or so ago, before the update. It hasn't changed. You're still getting the same XP on the zombies. The new mummy, we're going to check that out. And the creature, which is actually like a Frankenstein. I mean, I don't know why they just didn't call it Frankenstein. It looks just like Frankenstein. Pumpkin zombies are out there. You have to kill the pumpkin zombies to get another sword. People are calling it the pumpkin sword, but it's the All Hallows sword. You'll see it in the inventory if you check it out. 9 new secondary weapons. I covered those in another video already, and these are mostly, it includes the new pumpkin sword plus the Ghostary, and also includes new level up swords, which are really good. Rainbow SMGs, we're going to look at those, what may have changed in those. The new zombies and new zombie animations, we're going to check all that out. And but I'm not going to look at the zombie swords. I guess they added 3 more zombie weapons. So here's the Ghostary. At the time it was 500 Robux. You know, I believe, I don't know for sure, but I believe the swords that you get from leveling up now, that they added, will be much better than this Ghostary. And if you're not sure, check out the video I did on the leveling swords. So here's the map, Pinewood Forest. This is the new map. And unfortunately, I was actually very upset that they took out Catacombs. The Catacombs map and the Snow Lodge map are not there anymore. I hope they bring them back, because I thought there were a couple of good maps. They were fun. In my opinion, they should have got rid of the hospital. That's got to be the worst one. Well, the Volcano Lab is just too darn small. The other ones I don't really care for are Morpheus and Biolab, because they're slow. The slow maps, it just takes a while to get through them. But anyway, this is the new Pinewood Forest. And, you know, me loving my banhammer, I just run right out there with my banhammer. So let me tell you what's going on with the new zombies. Obviously, they added the pumpkin heads. If you were around last year, they had them last year too. They just, zombies with a pumpkin on their head that's flaming, like the candle inside, just burning up the pumpkin's head. It's pretty cool. Cool guys. But you have to kill the pumpkin zombies to get points toward getting this All Hallows sword, or the pumpkin sword. And here comes a brute. You watch when I take out this brute pumpkin head. The number, add 1, and the little sword wiggles and adds 1 to my count. And there's a little pumpkin head. Killed him, add another 1 to my count. So, by the end of this run I did here, gosh, I was in this for a good hour and a half, and went all the way to like 182. And here's Keaton. Keaton joined me at the beginning of this game here. And he's swinging one of those new level swords. That's the level 10,000 sword he's got. And you watch, it kills zombies with 1 swing. Both the normal and the silver zombie, both dead with 1 swing. It's a pretty darn good sword. The strongest sword I know of myself out of all the melee weapons that you can get besides the banhammer. It's really the strongest one you can get. Now the zombies, check out this, that's a sapphire. And as you watch through the game, the sapphires, the emeralds, the obsidians, the diamonds, and the rubies, they all kind of shimmer now, sparkle, like they got glitterized. They are all the precious stone zombies, the jewel zombies. They all seem to have gotten an upgrade where they're all kind of sparkly now. So anyway, that's a change to those guys. The silver and gold zombies actually got kind of a sheen to them. They kind of shimmer. They're like kind of shiny now. And I didn't really notice it in this map so much, but I went into a space station last night, and you can really see it on the silver zombies and silver brutes. They're very, very shiny. Like a nice polished surface on them now. And you know, let me talk about the other zombies before I go off on that a little bit. But here's the mummy. This is your mummy zombie. He's kind of cool. I mean, I would expect a mummy to be white, not yellow. But he's yellow. But I like his eyes. Eyes are kind of cool. And the other zombie you'll see here shortly, they call it the creature, but it actually looks like Frankenstein. I mean, he's even got the bolts in his neck and the scar across his head where he sewed his scalp back on after they put a brain in, an abnormal brain. So, but yeah, there's some more mummies. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, they did change. Here comes a toxic zombie, and take a look at him. He looks like he just kind of like crawled out of a grave, in a way, but to me, he kind of looks like he rolled around in a mountain of horse manure or something, or he's like rusting away. But anyway, he looks. I'd say he looks better. I think that's a cool effect to add, make it look like he just came out of a grave, just popped out of a grave. I think they actually, they should really do something like that with all these zombies. I mean, they're zombies, right? But you know what? Now, getting off on what I was going to get on there a minute ago, kind of a tangent. After seeing all these modifications, and you'll see it in the SMGs too. Now here's a diamond. Look at the diamond. He's just kind of like sparkling and glittery too. So honestly, after all this, I really think the developers of this game, we'll talk about Homing Beacon, Vortex Array, and Fractured Skies, I think they're women. I really do. Now, I'm going to go out on a ledge here and say that they're ladies. Because honestly, look at all this bling they added to the game. I mean, they made all the jeweled zombies, they made them all sparkly and glittery, and they made the gold and the silver all nice and shiny, and they really beefed up the colors and the effects of the SMGs. I mean, this is stuff that women would do. I mean, really. I mean, it's just it's just not a manly thing to do. But anyway, I just thought it's funny. But I mean, they do look cool. They really do. I have to admit, they look cool. They look pretty. They look shiny. They look glittery. They look sparkly. They look nice. Now, another thing that changed with the if you see the speedy zombies, you notice they now have this like streak that follows, and there's a combustible. You see the combustible there? They like glow now. It's like they're lit up inside, almost like they're full of radiation or something. They get radiated, irradiated. But the speedy zombies have this trailing streak behind them. And you watch, if you see this one on the left, you see the little streak popping out behind his back? Yeah, they got a little streak added to him to kind of make them even look speedier than they are, I guess. I don't know. So, but anyway, overall, I mean, good additions to the game. Makes it more colorful, makes it more pretty, makes it, I don't know if it makes it more exciting or more fun. It's nicer to look at, I guess. It kind of makes you feel a little more sorry about killing these pretty zombies now. But anyway, this is a cool map. I have to hand it to Fractured Skies for doing a good job on this map. Things like this island here I'm standing in front of in the middle, I don't know why he just sectioned that off. Because you honestly could have just run through there, would have been fun. But it's all sectioned off. You can't go through these different islands. You can't go into the woods anywhere. You have to stay pretty much on this open grassy areas. You know, kind of like, it's like a golf course. I mean, really, it just reminds me of a golf course. A golf course that's wooded. And I've played on some before, and it's kind of neat to play in a wooded golf course. So that's what it kind of reminds me of. Because all these greens are in between the trees, and you have to kind of hit your golf ball between the trees. So that's what kind of reminds me of, yeah. I mean, you even got water. The only thing you don't have is sand pits. But, so anyway, this whole map is kind of laid out like a figure eight in a way. With these bridges, you see these bridges here, they're kind of in the middle of the figure eight. Between the loops. Sorry, excuse me. Allergies drive me crazy. So, but anyway, there's 3 of these bridges. There's 2 on this upper level, and there's 1 down on a lower level below. There's a waterfall. The waterfall's to the right here. You can't really see it right now, but there's a waterfall that goes down to the lower level, and you can actually jump up that waterfall, and I'll show that here later. Well, there's a nice wraith brute. The wraiths even look like they even got an upgrade. They seem to be a little more transparent, almost like a ghost. The wraith brutes there. That's a big nasty wraith. I could kill him before he kills me. So, but anyway, yeah. So I actually show it in the video here in a little bit. I'll show you how to. You can actually jump up the waterfall. You could jump down it if you want to. Just jump right down, or you could jump back up. on the side. It looks like you have to go to the right side of it. And I'll show you that here in a little bit. So anyway, yeah, this is kind of a nice new map. There's a lot of ground to cover. Like I said, it's kind of like a figure eight. You got these big loops that loop around through the woods and come back to this to the river and the bridges here. So I'm going to run off on a different loop now. I'm going to run up on the backside loop, and my friend Tao of Cats, we call her Cat, she joined me here at this time, and some other friends came in. Keaton was here, as I showed you earlier. He left. He said he was going to go get on his I don't know, laptop or something, or tablet, and he never came back. But Anime is going to come in for a little bit, and at the end, my good friend True Divine comes in and helps me get to the end of this run. Now, I'm showing you the Frankenstein zombie there. That was the creature zombie, and there's another one coming up here shortly. He'll be right on my back. And there's another toxic. There he is. There's another Frankenstein guy. He's probably the same one because it actually takes 2 shots with a band hammer to kill those. They're kind of like in between a brute and a zombie. They're worth about 2,500 points, so they give you a good amount of points for them, or XP. And yeah, they're kind of like mid-sized. They're taller than a regular zombie, but they're shorter than a brute. So yeah, so I'm about on the other end of the loop, the other end of the figure eight. Okay, so this is kind of like on the opposite loop from where we spawned in. And this little corner back here on this loop here is actually kind of a place where you can almost go AFK. And I'm going to show you the SMGs here now first, and I'll explain the AFK thing, because the zombies get stuck in the trees. You can see them on the left and the right. They're just kind of stuck in the trees, and they can't get to you really. But there is a couple spawns in this area. So there's the SMGs. Yes, they are. They seem to be brighter, more colorful. And maybe a little more smoke coming off them, colorful smoke. So yeah, they got kind of I guess a feminine upgrade. I'm just gonna keep picking on them for this, because my gosh, they just they added so much bling to the game with sparkling zombies and shiny zombies and bright colored SMGs. I tell you, if they're not women, their girlfriends had a lot of influence on this game. That's all I can say. So anyway, I'm going to run back down the other end of this loop over here after I play around with the SMGs a little bit. And you can see Anime's in the game now, and she's running around with her band hammer. And Tao is using her nuke launcher. So this game, I end up, see, there's the combustible again. They just, yeah, I think they kind of made him kind of like irradiated with probably the explosive radiation, it seems. Because they're nice and bright now. They like glow. And you can see it more in maps that are darker. You don't see it in the sunny maps like Mars. They actually look dark in the Mars map, which is interesting because the zombies are not the same, or don't seem to display the same effects in every single map. It depends on how the map was made and what kind of lighting is in the map. So yeah, this like I was saying, you can kind of go AFK right between those trees there, because the zombies, you see how they all get stuck in the trees? They get stuck on the left and they get stuck on the right. So if you tuck yourself up there between those trees, you can pretty much sit there for a while. Well, of course you have to watch out for the timer. You still have the 2.5 minute timer on every wave in this game. So yeah, so this is pretty much most of the map I've showed you so far here. I came up this side over here from the river. I'm going to go back up the other side over here with my hammer. I think I mostly used the hammer from here on out. And here comes the obsidian. And look how bluish and sparkly he is. He's a very bright, sparkly zombie now. So we're coming out of the bridge, and here's the we're at the upper level. I'm going to run back down this hill, back down to the lower level. And this incline, this is kind of a steep, probably the steepest section of the map, where it goes down the hill, heads down to the river, down to the lower bridges. I forget, actually, I think there's just one bridge down below and two bridges up high. And you can't go under the bridges. I tried that one time. You just can't get under them. So they kind of blocked that. Not like Candyland, where you can go underneath that ice cream sandwich bridge. So I'm going to show you here in a minute how to jump up the waterfall. And I think actually what I ended up doing was kind of bouncing off the top of another zombie. Kind of gave me a boost. So you can use the zombies to jump on top of to get up the waterfall. I tried it once just to see if I can get up there at all, and too many zombies are in my way. So I gotta take them out first. So here we go. I'm gonna try again, see if I can find the right spot to get up there. And you can't really go up the middle. The left side, maybe you could, if you play around with it, you might be able to find a way up the left side. So the right side here, I think I bounced off that the emerald, and it gave me a boost up the side of the waterfall there. So the rest of this video, I'm just going to show you the end, high waves, what it looked like in high waves, where I was battling it out with the zombies, and I ended up getting on the leaderboard, I think at 180 something, I forget exactly, 182, 183. And that was after close to 2 hours of fighting with the zombies here with my banhammer. My friend True Divine, she's in now, and she's up there in the spawn area. So this is just to the right of spawn, where you spawn in. That's where we decided to make a final stand. So she's backing me up with her SMGs, her guns, standing up there at the spawn area. And you can see the bullets shooting by. So it's a interesting map, a fun map. Yeah, it's kind of like a, I don't know, walk in the woods, or a wooded golf course. It's very kind of scenic in a way, and just a kind of a fun map to play on. So it's a good addition to the selection of maps that we get to choose from. But I do hope they bring Catacombs and Snow Lodge back. I'm kind of disappointed that they get rid of those. There was some other ones that really should have gone, like the hospital. The hospital has just been a pain in the butt. It's just it's so slow, and the brutes get stuck in all the doorways, and it's just not the best layout for this game. And then you get a lot more, since we're at a high wave at 169 right now, you see a lot more brutes and a lot more of the Frankensteins, the creatures coming out. You won't see a lot of just normal zombies anymore. A lot of the jeweled zombies, rubies and sapphires and emeralds coming out. There's a sapphire skeleton that came out there. A lot of silver brutes start coming out now. You start getting past, I guess about around wave 125, 130, you start to see a lot more silver brutes. And when you get up to, actually when you make it up to 200, if you make it that far, you start to see a lot of diamonds. A lot of diamond brutes come out. There's another very colorful new obsidian brute. And the diamonds actually seem to look a little bit bluer, a little darker, but they do definitely sparkle in the light, along with all the other jeweled zombies. So anyway, you devs, if you're not ladies, I apologize for embarrassing you maybe, but I mean, seriously. You definitely had some feminine influence on this game. That's the way I feel about it anyway. But it is pretty. It is nice. It's very colorful now. But anyway, I appreciate you guys checking out the video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Hope this gives you a good about information on the game and the new additions to the latest update. And share it with friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hope you catch up to the next one. I'm going to try to keep doing more and more videos as I can. And thanks for watching. Bye.